Hey, what's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the DaVon Lewis Show podcast, where I bring the latest news and updates in the world of sports entertainment. With a Smackdown review for March 14, 2025, which was live in the Olympic Arena in Barcelona, Spain. It all go down here on this channel. Let's go ahead and talk about professional wrestling. More important, I appreciate you guys coming through. Let's get into it. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we kick SmackDown off with the new WWE United States Champion, LA Knight. He comes to the ring and he addresses the crowd and says that they are making history with the first SmackDown in Barcelona. Knight goes on and says he is the U.S. champion, but he's worldwide, baby. He says that the title is back where in the hands that it should have been. But of course, he's interrupted by Big Jimmy Uso. He says he's out there to say that he is desperate as the road to WrestleMania has been filled with speed bumps. Jimmy Uso challenged LA Knight to a title match, but of course they was interrupted by the full line of the bloodline. Sikoa says that if anybody deserves a title match, it's Jacob. As for Knight, stole the title shot from the bloodline, and he tells Jimmy Uso to step aside because he's going to be the failure of the family. Uso says he's the biggest failure because he trusted Sikoa. And he says that Sikoa failed him when he lost to Ulafella to Roman Reigns. Tonga attacks Jimmy Uso. And of course, the bloodline breaks down with a brawl out with LA Knight. Then we had the big man Braun Strowman come down, leading to Nick Aldis coming out to book a six-man tag team action. And things got underway right away. As we had LA Knight and Jimmy Uso and Braun Strowman was able to secure the victory after a great six-man tag team action. The Bloodline was able to pick up their wounds and, of course, continue to attack in the brawl with all the competitors in the match. So could Sikoa attack Braun Strowman after the match, and then Fatu then saw Strowman on his own before hitting him with two moonsaults. Then, as they were going up the ramp, before he turned right back around and ran full speed ahead to hit him with an elbow through the barricade. Man, those two beasts are going to go at it. But more importantly, I see how things are look like it's going to be picking up with LA Knight having all challenges, including Solo Sikoa, Jimmy Uso, and so many more. So likely we're going to have like close to a big six-man pack challenge, or maybe like a fatal four-way leading up for the United States Championship, including with Nakamura looking to get a shot as well. Then we switch gears to Kathy Kelly, who's interviewing Jade Cargill in a sit-down interview, who said she could only recall what getting pushed into the car, but seeing Naomi running away. She questioned how could she trust anyone after that whole situation. The Judgment Day's Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan was walking by and interrupted the interview, made fun of Cargill, leading to a match being set up between Liv Morgan and Jade Cargill for next week. Then we get to Charlotte Flair, the milestone of when it comes to WWE, defeated B-Fab via submission after hitting that lovely figure eight. But then when things broke down, she wouldn't let go of the hold after the bell. Tiffany Stratton came down and Charlotte and her got into a brawl outside of the match before army of security officers separated them and things broke down from there. Backstage, Nick Aldis talks to Shinsuke Nakamura. Then Damian Priest interrupts and asks Aldis where is Drew McIntyre. Aldis says McIntyre has left the building, but Nakamura says in the Japanese, and then Priest responds in Spanish. Then Priest challenges Nakamura to a match, and Aldis books the match scheduled later on the night. Then there's a video package from Drew McIntyre who expresses frustrations over the past year and says he will make sure he will take everything away from anyone who gets in his way and never have it taken away again. Then we get to Tiffany Stratton and Flair continue their brawl out as we get ready for the Miz TV as he hosts the episode with his special guest, the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, who was doing his entrance. The Miz cut him off and says he's only there for the hard-hitting questions. With Rhodes responding with attack and hitting the crossroads, and he said he only want to speak to one person, John Cena. He hopes to see him next Monday in Belgium and keep things rolling when it comes to WrestleMania 41 season which is looking good. Feel bad for the Miz, but Miz, you got to pick it back up and become one of the true heels in the division for SmackDown to be taken serious. But Cody Rhodes is taking no prisoners, and he's handling business truly the way it should be when it comes to the blue brand. Then we get to the backstage. The WWE Tag Team Champions DIY look forward to their match with the Street Profits. And of course, the Motor City Machine Guns interrupting says their whole division is coming after them. And they said they have unfinished business to take care of, and they want a match in the near future. Then we get to a highlight of the Barcelona star Lamine Yamal, who's shown in the crowd, and the fans are cheering and having a great time. Then we get to the backstage with WWE Women's United States Champion Chelsea Green with her special security of Piper Niven and Alba Fire. As Green is asked about her win against Meechin last week, Green said that she's brought out her secret weapon. And now the Green administration was in full force. Zelina Vega made it clear that she wants a title shot. Niven says Vega will have to go through them first, and Vega says she will face Nivens next week. And then we get to a segment featuring Damian Priest asking Nick Aldis where Drew McIntyre was. And of course, things continue to break down. Then we get to Randy Orton defeating Carmelo Hayes in singles action after he hit that lovely RKO. And then he was trying to shake hands with Carmelo Hayes, but he rejected it. And Orton hit him with an RKO again, but he's about to go for the punt. But Kevin Owens pulls him from out of the ring, and they go into a full-on brawl. Kevin Owens shows Orton to the ring post and then runs away after the brief encounter lead to a match towards WrestleMania. Then we get to Damian Priest defeating Shinsuke Nakamura via disqualification after Drew McIntyre attacks Priest, causing the match to be thrown out. Damian Priest and McIntyre brawled back and forth after the bell, and then, of course, Drew McIntyre took advantage by gouging Damian Priest's eyes, and Nakamura hits the Kinshasa, and McIntyre continues the onslaught attack. When he's down, he slams Priest into the barricade and it hits Priest with the steel steps. He walks away and he runs back to the ring and he hits that beautiful Claymore, and he tells Priest that he screwed him and he's going to make his life a living hell. Then we get to Gunther versus Axiom and a high overall straight all-out brawl. The match was great from start to finish. Axiom held his own as being one half of the NXT Tag Team Champions. More importantly, Gunther truly had some true competition, and it was good for ring and action in the square circle. But where things got intriguing was after the bell, Gunther locked on the sleeper hold once again, as officials tried to break it up, and Gunther released the hold, standing tall, and walked to the back with the World Championship. Then we get to Paul Heyman, looked like he was hyping things up for 2K25. He addressed the Roman Reigns return, and he says today is Roman Reigns' day. As 2K25 is available now, and he says that some people have a problem with that, including the best in the world, CM Punk. Heyman says that Seth Rollins may have a problem with it as well, but it would never be Seth Rollins' day, and he announces that Roman Reigns will be live on SmackDown next week. And anyone who has a problem with it, they could say it directly to his face. Then we show to the back of the Street Profits getting ready for their title match, and Legado del Fantasma confronted them and said they made it clear they want to face them next if they won the championship. Then we get to a backstage segment of Jimmy Uso, who's confronted by the big man Gunther. Gunther says that there are some things that they have in common, as they both have younger brothers as well, and he compares Axiom to Jey Uso, and says that if Jey doesn't step back, he would choke him out as well. Gunther asks Jimmy to have a word with Jey, and Jimmy says that he has the whole thing backwards, as Jey is going to beat him at WrestleMania 41, and Gunther has been mistaken about Jimmy's maturity. More importantly, they're going to yeet when celebration when Jey does it, leaving Gunther looking confused on the whole entire situation with the breakdown, and he walks away. Then we go to the WWE Tag Team Championship match. The Street Profits Montez Ford and Angelo Dawkins defeated the DIY members of Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa via pinfall to win the tag team titles. After Montez Ford was able to capitalize on a lovely frog splash on Ciampa after a miscommunication from Johnny Gargano hitting a super kick, and Angelo Dawkins taking advantage of the situation, leading to the lovely combination finisher. And overall, it was an excellent tag team match, one of the best that we have seen in recent times. Both seemed really great with the chemistry, and it felt like the old school NXT Black and Gold days. It was a lot of near falls, and it wasn't a predicted finisher. The Street Profits win was long overdue, and more importantly, I am proud of them for winning the world title belts. Nevertheless, is to say their time for the gold, and more importantly, it was perfect time to beef up the tag team division, and the credits rolled after their full-on celebration. I really enjoyed the match, and that probably was the highlight match of the night when it came to everything that took place. And overall, this decision of SmackDown was really great. All the matches were solid for what it was. The crowd was really what made the show the best part of everything on SmackDown. And overall, I appreciate you guys coming through for the lovely Friday Night SmackDown edition. More importantly, got the most key things if you made it down to the end of this video. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, click that notification bell so you don't miss any updates. Until the next episode, you have been watching the DaVon Lewis Show podcast. I'm your host. And don't stay tuned for more wrestling news until the next episode. I will catch you guys later. You guys have a great night. I'll catch you guys later.